ranked or not. I couldn't see their elo, but hopefully... Oh, okay. Not a water lead. Okay. Expected. Alright. I might be out team comp here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I screwed up. I screwed up big time. What? They came in Lucario into a ROSERADE? With a Lucario? Why would they do that? I completely threw that game. Hey everyone, I hope you've been enjoying Sinnoh Cup, and if you haven't, I have a solid team for you all that helped me climb all the way to Legend. Overall, it's a pretty small meta, so the amount of possibilities you can see are usually pretty limited, but on quick glance, I realized that one particular Pokemon is a really solid core breaker, and that is ROSERADE. So I decided to lead with ROSERADE with a Frostlass as a safe swap and a Bastion on the back. Despite the many things that could beat Bastion, there are a ton of things that Bastion still beats. However, if you are hesitant running Bastion, I would definitely recommend running Empoleon as a safer option there. Overall, Empoleon is a little bit safer, but at the same time, it doesn't win some of the positive matchups that Bastion has nearly as hard. Also, if you're looking to pass some time while you're out on the grind or commuting to work and such, feel free to check out my new podcast called The Sinister Aglets. It's on all major podcast platforms, and you might enjoy it. Before I get into battles, a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you would also like to have early access to some of my strategies and lineups, or see behind the scenes footage of my battles, feel free to sign up in the Patreon link down below. I originally was running Gallade in the lead rather than ROSERADE. However, I realized that my entire team pretty much loses to Empoleon. So I decided to run ROSERADE, which I really have no regrets. It's really solid in this team, and a lot of teams aren't really prepared for it in the lead. It is very glassy, so that is something to consider. So Empoleon leads typically swap out. If they do not swap out, there are a few options you can do. You could go straight Weather Ball. You'll win in all even shields. But I always charge up to that Leaf Storm first, and usually speaking, if you throw a Weather Ball when you get to that Leaf Storm and they don't get their Hydro Cannon or their Drill Peck off, you'll grab a shield. You could safely go for Leaf Storm next if you like, but again, you could also go straight Weather Ball to ensure you win that matchup. It's very rare I've never seen a single Empoleon double shield in that situation. Oh, okay. Not a fan of Empoleon. I get it. Okay, so in this particular matchup, I definitely had solid alignment there. You'll see a lot of these team comps where they're trying to lure out the Bastion. Anytime they bring in a Cress as a safe swap there, you pretty much need to bring your Bastion. I've tried bringing in my Frostlass, and it's just not as winning of a matchup. Again, those are one of those matchups where Bastion wins super hard, whereas something like Empoleon does not. So again, one of those trade-offs there. I decided to preserve my shield there, just so that I can still shield Drifblim if I need to, and then we're going for Leaf Storm. You could also run Grass Knot, stuff like that, but Leaf Storm just hits super hard, and you're going to see a little bit on how hard it hits even when it's resisted. Alright, Gastrodon lead, fairly solid for the most part. Those Mud Slaps definitely add up because of that poison subtyping, so you are taking neutral there. However, overall, it's still pretty solid. You pretty much can even go mostly Weather Ball and take it out, but most will often swap out there, and because it's so strong against Bastion, you just stay in no matter what. Now here's the thing with Bastion, super bulky, able to force out shields here consistently, able to get another shield. Obviously, I am running an XL Bastion. If you do not have an XL Bastion, Empoleon is probably of strong consideration because that extra bulk does make a difference. So I do end up pretty much no shielding my Bastion except for that, no shielding all the way through. I get both of their shields, and then now I come in with Frostlass. Frostlass with energy is super strong in this meta, and they concede right there. My guess is they had a Frostlass in the back, a very typical core, but Frostlass with that much energy and a shield advantage usually beats most things. Keep in mind, I still also had that ROSERADE as well. So even if they had Empoleon, I wasn't really too worried there. All right. This is a super popular line. Drifblim, Empoleon, Lucario. A lot of people are running it, but not everyone's running it. So that's the main thing, right? If everyone's running this, then there's no way, right? Because everyone just run a counter. One person running a counter to it would just beat everyone. But it is a very common team. And is this team comp winnable? Very tough. I'm playing it as best as I could. I did grab a shield from that Drifblim, which isn't a bad shield on their end because that Leaf Storm actually almost takes out about 75% of its health, fully charged up. I thought the flamethrower was enough to take the Lucario. Unfortunately, it was not. Looking back on it, maybe I should have shielded, but then again, the Drifblim had so much energy they could have hexed me down and thrown Icy Wind at my ROSERADE with shields down. As you can see, Leaf Storm does still a lot of damage even when debuffed once, but that's about the closest I got to beating that line. I pretty much lost every time. There was one odd scenario where someone brought a Lucario into my ROSERADE and sent the Drifblim back to the ROSERADE, so a little atypical there. But anyway, if it's just a Drifblim lead, but not Empoleon on the back, maybe not Empoleon and a Lucario on the back, this is actually not too bad here. So as you can see here, this is actually Magnezone. Magnezone is super glassy, and because they debuffed themselves here, the Avalanche just actually hurt quite a bit. They come back in with Drifblim here, and you know, they do have to throw Icy Wind, but unfortunately that is also not enough, so I can still get to this Avalanche, doing a ton of damage, and then they have a Lucario here. I'm going to land one Weather Ball. It's going to do a good chunk of damage here, and they are going to concede right there. So yeah, that Frostlass safe swap, really solid for the most part. Biggest thing you have to worry about is that Empoleon and Bastion too. Bastion's another one. Looking at this specific matchup though, Probopass, very strong against Frostlass. But the thing with Probopass is it doesn't nearly have the same amount of bulk as something like a Bastion. So because of that, I'm going to no shield this Magnum Bomb, and it actually is not enough to take me out, and I get off another Shadow Ball. This is a very high rank Frostlass. IVs definitely matter. Now I have the switch advantage I want. I'm going to just no shields these Grass Knots. Not a huge deal. Again, in this specific matchup, if you don't have an XL Bastion, it's not a big deal. And then they come in Empoleon. This is absolutely perfect for me. I'm going to overfarm a little bit here just to get that Leaf Storm. Maybe force out shield. They do shield. That's huge for me because now I could go straight for the Leaf Storm here and not worry about getting hit by Drill Peck here. This will one shot for sure. And then they come in with the Crest, and this is pretty much over. Double debuffed Leaf Storm still hits really hard. That's a lot of damage on a bulky Cresselia. That's why Leaf Storm is just super clutch when you can get to it. And a lot of these neutral matchups are really solid. Obviously super effective. It's just overkill against the Mud Boys and Empoleon. Alright, Pachirisu, a very strong Pokemon. Maybe not super common, but there are a decent amount of people that have it. So definitely have to watch out. This thing, even when not fully XL'd, is still very strong. So I enforced a shield, resisted Thunder Punches, which is unfortunate. Again, that Leaf Storm almost taking out more than half of Cresselia's health. One of the bulkiest Pokemon too in Great League. But I'm going to smack this all the way down. I still have a decent amount of energy, and this energy is going to be very solid for this Pachirisu. So I'm going to just smack it all the way down. Have the energy. I'm thinking right here, maybe I pivot out. And as you can see here, they actually come in with their Empoleon, and I do get off a Weather Ball, which is absolutely huge. I figured they don't want to come in Pachirisu here. So I didn't want to get farmed out all the way on Bastion. That would be kind of rough. And they actually come in Pachirisu here to catch a move, which is totally fine because this actually puts it in a really solid farm down range. I survive a Thunderbolt and a Thunder Punch, so I'm not too worried. This thing's very bulky, which means it's quite bulk weighted. I am going to probably go for a bait here. Yeah, I go straight for the Avalanche just because I don't think I make it to Shadow Ball. I grab a shield, which is absolutely huge, and I'm getting hit by a Hutchkin. Do I live? I do. The XL Bastion, like I said, very crucial. We do simultaneously KO, but I still have the process in the back to still win it. But yeah, if you don't have one, again, regular Bastion is still solid, but it's just those little matches right there where you survive with a sliver health. That's what makes the biggest difference there. Bibrals, typically speaking, they stay in because they tend to be kind of weak to ROSERADE and back. Sometimes like Frostlass takes a good chunk of damage still. So what I like to do is farm up a lot of energy. Shield one Surge because it still does a ton of damage, and then you just throw the Leaf Storm. Pretty much none of them have ever shielded because they know it's a losing matchup either way. But we have switch advantage, and anytime you have switch advantage like this, you're in a very good spot. Unless they have Empoleon on the back. It is very rare for them to have Empoleon on the back with the Bibral lead. I've never seen it myself because they're just absolutely screwed against counter users in the lead. Sometimes you will see those really weird ABA teams, but it is quite rare, which is why I'm okay just letting my Roserade faint out to the Frostlass and hope they have no Empoleon on the back, because Empoleon on the back would definitely wreak some havoc on my team. All right, Toxicroak in the lead. Very solid for me. And then they come in with the Frostlass. Again, sometimes these teams are kind of lure out teams, so they might have something like a Drifblim in the back, a Sinnoh, a Cresselia, something that's just really, really weak to Bastion as well. So they take the Frostlass there. I think that was lag. I just realized that. I guess it might have been a third shield, but I was planning on pivoting out anyway, so let's see if it makes a difference in this matchup or not. Yeah, there probably should have been an extra Shadow Ball there, and it probably won't. I expected there to be probably a Drifblim, something else weak to Bastion on the back, and there is a Drifblim, which is perfect because I can align my Frostlass to the Toxicroak, which is a much better matchup than the Roserade. So I figured that's why I pivot out, so I can save the Bastion here. This unfortunately is not enough to KO me. And so even if the Frostlass landed Shadow Ball, it wouldn't have made a difference there. All right, Magnezone. Fairly solid matchup for Roserade, actually. These Weather Balls hurt a lot. Non-stab is still no joke from Roserade. Super attack weighted. Just as a key point too, some of you might have left the video by now, but if you haven't yet, a little tidbit about my Roserade. Absolutely awful IVs. It has about like a 12 attack and a 15 stamina and 0 defense, which means my Roserade actually hits probably 0 bulk points when there are any, but still able to make the Roserade work. So if you don't have the best IVs on Roserade, it's okay. It's super glassy. If you had a better ranked Roserade, you probably did even better with this team than I did. But yeah, so they come in here with their Frostlass. Again, I go for a pivot out here because in case they do have a Frostlass, I kind of want my Bastion for it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right here. I come in... Oh, no. I should come in Frostlass here. Yeah, shields are down. There's really no need for me to be fancy here. So I do throw the Shadow Ball right away. I still have the Bastion too. I think I'm thinking of a different match specifically here. Do I live here? I believe I live a Wild Charge. Yep, and still live it. And now I'm going to showcase a full battle from my Patreon stream where I hit Legend off of it. But I think really good. Oh, this guy's 30.99. If I win this, should be plenty. But okay, it's not a great lead. Might be Empoleon on the back. These. Oh gosh, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's... Oh my gosh, what? They won CMP? Or did I just... were we desynced? Okay. What? Yeah, I actually tried for the CMP play there, but it did not work out for some reason. That's kind of odd. What? How did I lose CMP against Empoleon? Wait, I need to double check that. I do have a rank 1 Frost, so I might be losing CMP, but... Yeah, maybe we should just not go for the CMP play. That just doesn't make much sense. Oh, they throw. That's huge. Okay, it doesn't matter. I still got the same outcome I wanted, because I needed them to shield once there. But that's just unfortunate. This might be hard RPS, unfortunately. If it is, we're not getting Legend, but that's fine. I don't think I have a set banked. Another set banked, yeah. Okay. That's okay with me. Okay, drop the Leaf Storm and dip. They could have a Lucario in the back. Gastrodon would be pretty bad too. No shield, okay. I'm actually okay with that, no shield. This is actually a really good sign. They don't throw this unless they have a really good check in the back. They don't have a good check in the back, but... Oh! Okay. We're ahead on energy here. Definitely getting that... Oh, right, it's Crest double steal. They made a misplay here. They should be swapping into my Frostlass with their Bastion on, but they might think that I'm trying to lure out their Bastion, which... It was for some teams that actually makes sense, but not for this team. Okay, I need to... All right, let's see here. 1, 2, Yeah, I need to somehow get to this Roserade to like farm it down a little bit here. Okay. They're mostly throwing instantly here, which is actually kind of nice for me. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be close. It's definitely gonna be close. It's not over though. 4, 5. I think we have this. I could be wrong though. Crest bulk in Great League is not nearly as high, but... Oh, the shield. That's big. Oh, and we get a bullet see-through. That's huge. All right, this is going to be a grass knot. That's okay. I think we did it. You know, I wouldn't have made it without Ken's gifted win, but it's all good. At least we don't have to stream again at midnight. I actually don't know if this KOs. I think I might be like 1 or 2 bullet seas short, but I should get to it before they smack me down. Oh my gosh, I'm actually quite far away. Oh, we're good, we're good. That was like more than 2 bullet seas. All right. There's a small chance I only getting 3 elo here. Unlikely though, because this guy was 30.99. So, yeah. Oh, Empoleon does win CMP. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wow, I did not expect that. And we did it. I hope you all enjoyed the team. Roserade is definitely something I don't see very commonly in Sinnoh Cup, so it's definitely fun to kind of spice things up and play something that not a lot of other people are playing. On the day I hit Legend, I went positive in all 5 of my sets, and I went positive in most of my other sets while playing this team as well, so I think it's very, very solid. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share, subscribe for future content, hit that notification bell to get alerted right when I post a new video, and I'll see you all next time.